Cancer loves like the ocean loves the moon, pulled by tides no one else can see, moved by a rhythm that belongs to memory, ancestry, and intuition. You don't fall in love so much as you return to it, like waves finding the same shoreline again and again, softening the rocks of another person's defenses with patience, presence, and devotion. In you lives a sacred vow to make a home inside the hearts you care for, to light a lamp in the window when the world grows cold, to hold and be held until the past finds peace. Compatibility, for Cancer, is less about fireworks and more about firewood, what can last through nights that are longer than expected. You listen for the click of soul doors, the simple ease of a space where you can finally exhale. You are water, sensitive to temperature, quick to expand, quiet in your power. Matching with you means learning the language of currents, not trying to control them. It means respecting silence, honoring timelines, and believing that tenderness is a strength, not a weakness. Before we walk the path of perfect matches and the crossroads to avoid, take this as a promise to yourself. Your needs are not too much, they are simply precise. The right person will hear your tides and answer with steady shores. If this kind of guidance feeds your spirit, subscribe to Signs and Secrets so you can keep returning to a place that speaks your language of depth, devotion, and healing. Let this channel be your lighthouse when your feelings get foggy and your heart needs a map. Here is the first of your 4 perfect matches, Taurus. Taurus is earth that remembers. This sign knows the sanctity of the everyday, warm meals, well-kept promises, the hand that reaches for yours without spectacle. With Taurus, your moon finds a meadow, quiet, green, and nourishing. They bring ballast to your tides, and you bring tides to their sometimes still waters. Taurus helps you land your dreams in the body, the garden planted, the home organized, the savings plan honored, the slow love celebrated. In return, you teach Taurus that softness does not equal fragility, that emotions are not storms to be feared, but rains that grow the world. Together, you form a home that smells like bread and possibility. Your second perfect match is Virgo, an earth sign of sacred service and immaculate noticing. Virgo doesn't just hear you, they track the pattern of your feelings like a cartographer of the soul. They will remember how you take your tea, the songs that soften you, the dates that tenderize your heart. Where you sense, Virgo refines. Where you feel, Virgo organizes. You offer them the courage to feel more. They offer you structure without suffocation. Virgo's care can heal the old places in you that learn to parent everyone but yourself. Your care can melt the old places in them that believed they must earn love through perfection. With Virgo, routines become rituals, and healing becomes a partnership rather than a private burden. Third on the list of perfect matches is Scorpio, the water sign who shares your appetite for truth and your reverence for loyalty. With Scorpio, you won't be asked to stay on the surface. They want the basement of your heart, the rooms where most people never knock. Scorpio's intensity doesn't drown you, it meets you. Both of you understand sacred privacy, the right to hold a secret like a seed until it's ready to sprout. Loyalty here is not performative, it is bone deep. You will fight for each other, pray for each other, and weather long silences without fear of abandonment. Together, you excavate ancestral patterns, transform inherited fears, and commit to a love that feels like a vow spoken in candlelight. Scorpio teaches you that boundaries are altars, not walls. You teach Scorpio that devotion can be fierce without becoming cruel.
Your fourth perfect match is Pisces, the dreamer whose soul speaks in images and melodies. Where you build a home, Pisces brings a sky of stars to roof it. Where you nurture, Pisces imagines. Where you remember, Pisces foresees. You recognize each other in the language of empathy, sharing glances that say more than entire conversations. You will soothe each other through midnight spirals, write poems with your bodies, and restore faith in a world that often rewards numbness. Pisces encourages you to trust divine timing, to feel seen by mystery itself. You offer Pisces a harbor, a tender anchor that keeps their visions from floating too far from shore. Together, you practice compassion that changes the weather inside your nervous systems. It is soft, yes, but it is not weak. Softness here is strategy. Love is the miracle. If these insights are opening doors inside you, like the tide opening river mouths after a long drought, press the like button. It tells the story weavers of this channel to keep making maps for hearts like yours, and it helps other sensitive souls find this safe harbor when they're navigating by moonlight. Now, a gentle truth. Compatibility is real, and so is personal growth. Astrology points to weather. Character builds shelter. There are 3 signs that can feel like uphill climbs for Cancer. Not because they are wrong for you, but because their climates may require gear you don't yet own. You can love them, and sometimes you will, but you'll need extra consciousness, patience, and a shared toolkit. No sign is a villain. Energy is just energy. Some currents align naturally, and some push you to learn new strokes. First to approach carefully, Aries. Fire that leaps first, asks later. Aries is sunrise energy, fast, hot, decisive. Your heart wants to marinate, Aries wants to move. You seek attunement, Aries seeks action. When Aries grows impatient with your processing, your shell tightens. When you ask for tenderness at the wrong moment, Aries feels slowed down, even criticized. But if Aries learns to soften their speed, and you learn to name needs as requests, not tests, this relationship can surprise both of you. Aries can protect you from self-abandonment by championing your dreams. You can protect Aries from burnout by teaching rest as strategy. The key is timing, agreeing on when to sprint and when to soothe.
Second, to navigate with awareness, Sagittarius. This is fire as horizon, restless, exploratory, allergic to stagnation. Sagittarius thrives on openness, spontaneity, and humor that sometimes hides deeper vulnerability. Your home wants roots. Sagittarius wants wings. You ask, where shall we build? Sagittarius asks, what shall we learn next? If Sagittarius respects your need for consistency and you respect their need for expansion, a beautiful dance becomes possible. Plan adventures with reliable check-ins. Mix road trips with rituals, and remember that growth isn't just leaving. Sometimes it's staying with curiosity. Sagittarius can broaden your world. You can deepen theirs. But without agreements, you may feel abandoned while they feel confined. Communication is the passport that keeps love legal between your countries. Third, to handle like a rare instrument, Aquarius. Air that liberates, intellect that rebels. Aquarius loves humanity and sometimes forgets the human in front of them. They excel at systems, ideas, and progress. Feelings can seem inefficient. You live in the weather of the heart. Aquarius lives in the climate of the mind. You crave reassurance, they crave independence. Without shared language, you may experience Aquarius as detached just when you need closeness, and they may experience you as demanding just when they need space. Yet when Aquarius learns to value the data of emotion, and you learn to trust spaciousness, extraordinary companionship appears. Aquarius can advocate for your boundaries and dreams on public stages. You can teach Aquarius the generosity of presence when the crowd goes home. So where does this leave you? 4 perfect matches, Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, each blessing you with a unique restoration, stability, refinement, depth, and spiritual wonder. 3 more challenging currents, Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius, each inviting a spiritual training, timing, trust, and space. Your task is not to memorize rules, but to recognize resonance. Your heart already knows the difference between forcing and flowing. It knows the texture of safety and the scent of sincerity.
When you silence the noise long enough, your intuition places a seashell to your ear and whispers the truth. Love that lasts feels like belonging, not bargaining.
Let's ground this wisdom in the body. When you're with Taurus, notice how your chest drops 2 inches as if the future has one fewer threat. With Virgo, notice your mornings begin to hold meaning as if the day itself were a ceremony. With Scorpio, notice how secrets become compost that flowers into courage. With Pisces, notice how tears wash you clean rather than drown you. With Aries, practice asking for a 5-minute pause so your heart can catch up to the moment. With Sagittarius, try scheduling spontaneity, a paradox that frees both of you. With Aquarius, create signals, a phrase that means "I need closeness," a gesture that means "I need air." Compatibility is choreography. Practice makes grace. Cancer, your gift is emotional memory. You remember not just what happened, but how it felt. This is your lighthouse and your lesson. When choosing love, ask your body, not just your biography. How do I feel after spending 4 hours with this person? Do I come home to myself or wander farther from my center? Does my inner child calm down or grow louder? The right love for you is not the one that never triggers your past. It's the one that helps you repair it with gentleness, humor, and devotion. It's the hand that stays when you flinch. It's the voice that does not punish your tears. It's the gaze that says, "Nothing alive is too much." Here are soul practices to cultivate compatibility, no matter the sign. Begin with a daily ritual of safety. 1 question in the morning, what would make you feel held today? And 1 in the evening, what touched your heart today? Protect your self-soothing routines like sacred fires. Baths, journaling, moonlit walks, meals eaten slowly, phone on airplane mode for the first hour after waking. Learn the difference between venting and vulnerability. One discharges, the other connects. Practice direct requests rather than emotional charades. "Can you hold me without fixing?" is a spell that reweaves the nervous system. "Can we talk at 9?" is a bridge over a flooded river. In conflict, remember this: you do not need to prove your pain to deserve care. Whoever you love, Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, or the more complex alchemies with Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius, invite them into your weather report. Say, "I feel a storm moving in, and I need shelter." Or, "The sun is out again, and I want to play." Teach them your seasons. Learn theirs. Compassion is not coddling, it's calibration. And boundaries are not rejections, they are instructions for intimacy. The more you honor your limits, the more love you can safely hold. The more you protect your inner child, the wider your adult heart can open. Imagine this future. You wake into a room that smells like clean linen and possibility. The person beside you breathes steady. The day asks nothing violent of you. There is time for tea, for touch, for planning and dreaming. You send each other into the world with words that function like armor and blessing. I choose you. I see you. We're safe. We're growing. At night, you return not to a scoreboard, but to a sanctuary. You count not wins and losses, but moments of courage. Places you told the truth, silences that became music. You fall asleep knowing that your heart is not a burden, it is the technology by which miracles communicate.
We end where we began, with the ocean answering the moon. Love is tidal, and so are you. The right partners, Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, will not try to dam your waters. They will learn your tides and place their homes near your shore. The more challenging partners, Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius, can still meet you at the pier if both of you arrive with respect, curiosity, and tools. No matter who you hold yourself first. No matter where you live Live inside your body like it's the temple it has always been. And no matter what the world calls weakness, remember, your feelings are how the soul speaks. If you want more guidance like this, subscribe to Signs and Secrets so your journey is supported by a community that understands the courage it takes to love deeply. And if this message gave your heart language, tap like. It helps this work reach the people who need it the most. I would love to meet you in the comments. Share your date of birth and your zodiac sign, and tell me which part of this message felt like it had been waiting for you. May you find the love that respects your tides, and may your home, within and without, stay warm.